There's something really special in teaching about helping a student to understand something they didn't, helping them to learn those skills that they'll use for the rest of their lives.
I had such enthusiastic teachers which almost sort of elevated me, and it's that sort of passion which I want to give on to the children that I teach now.
I love the fact that I can give back to the community.
I think there's a real opportunity for us to educate and share our story with the rest of our colleagues and beyond our school communities. The majority of our young people here have got various needs and they present challenging behaviour in different circumstances.
A lot of the young people here at Brook will have had really negative educational experiences, either because of their special needs not being met, but also we do have a lot of young people who've had adverse childhood experiences and experienced things like attachment issues, may have experienced trauma, so their level of trust is not there, particularly when it comes to adults.
I used to have to support my family, so it would be, if I was in school, I'd be, my physical body would be in school, but myself, I wouldn't be in school, I'd be somewhere else. So
I did come into school and I just wasn't happy, but the teachers would not let me go into like lessons unless I was happy. If that meant coming out, like talking to me in the gazebo, like walking me around the track, just having that chance to talk with Miss Hood or Mr. Scosser or a teacher called Miss Horn or Miss Hynam, like they all helped me so much.
In year 4, I had a really close family member pass, and that was like really hard, and like it took a toll on my mental and physical health because I think I was out of school for like a couple months.
I was never friends with my own age because obviously I had to do all the little chores.
It was really difficult to control my emotions, but my friends and my family talked to me about how to control them, and my teachers, and it really helped me overcome it. Now in year 6, I'm a better me, and I'm really happy I overcome it.
It's tough out there. We just have to be there for them and give them a good opportunity to get the best education they can, really.
My background from a child was a disadvantaged background, single parent, free school meals, and I learnt a lot from people who took time out to spend time with me and make a difference for me.
The school upbringing that I had, I enjoyed school sometimes I didn't, less so, and I found it difficult, very difficult in some parts.
I obviously know, having a 7 child, how difficult it can be, like professionally and personally, so I think it gives me more of a human level when I'm dealing with children and adults as well. Like, actually these kids are struggling for a reason and we need to help and guide them to get to where they need to be.
What if Anthony describing her, so she's describing what
It's really important for us to be able to build those relationships with the young people, because actually getting the learning and the academic progress is really, really difficult if you don't have that trusted relationship with the young people.
Really helpful and important to me that I've made all of these relationships with the teachers.
You build a relationship with the teachers, and they understand what you're doing.
They're not overreactive, and they can see stuff from your side your side.
I've never really been very good at like maths, so during my time in the lower year, I was doing okay in everything else but like falling behind in maths. And I think one of the most important things that actually helped me eventually succeed in maths was the fact that no one really made me feel worse or made me feel bad for struggling or made me feel stupid for not understanding what I didn't get. They obviously teach you and make sure you try your best, but you also can't, they make sure you're happy to try your best. So if you come into school a little bit sad or if you're a bit unhappy, they will definitely make sure you are happy before taking you into your next classroom.
I support children with their
emotional literacy, so we would do group sessions in the afternoon based on self-esteem, or if they're struggling with their big emotions or maybe friendships.
Like, even if it's outside of school or anything, you could always come in and speak to them about everything, and they'll always try and solve that for you or help you or even make you feel better.
They also teach you lots of life skills that aren't just academic. They're also that would be used outside of school.
Being able to talk to someone who's not only older but like trusted whenever I need to is like really helpful as well.
Monday to Friday, Miss Sexton and a couple of other TAs, they do breakfast club here. It will help students get here on time, but it will also help them get food they can't get at home.
Being such a close-knit community is really helpful because like, as you go through the school, obviously you're surrounded by all the same people and you kind of grow up together. So as you're all like becoming your own people and deciding what you want to do in the future, you're surrounded by all the same faces and they're all going through the same journey and the same stuff. So I suppose there's kind of like solidarity there with everyone else.
When they found out that I was struggling in school, like they like took me out of class and like, I don't know, like helped me in like different rooms so it was like easier.
We have a room called the Branch upstairs, and it's like if you ever feel anxious or nervous or you need to speak to like a member of staff, you can just go up there and speak to them, and it's like a really calm environment. You can play games and like to take things off of your mind, or do drawing or write or reading. You can do your work in there as well, which is really helpful if you can't get throughout a full lesson.
I think sometimes all you just need is someone to like listen and understand that you can't do things sometimes and just have them help.
I think I always knew I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to give back in a way that I could help inspire children to be the best thing that they want to be for their future goals.
For me, working in education sector, what I love is I can unleash potentials for someone else to achieve their dreams in education.
In some ways it's been quite easy because I'm kind of following my passion. And I always think that's, you know, when you're doing something that you absolutely love, you don't really see it as growing.
To help them to make or repair relationships with others and helping them to learn those skills that they'll use for the rest of their lives. That's really what lots of people are in teaching for, and a really rewarding part of our job.
I feel in school I could have been that child that was almost sort of left behind a little bit. You know, I wasn't the most academic, but I had such enthusiastic teachers which almost sort of elevated me, and it's that sort of passion which I want to give on to the children that I teach now.
I love the fact that I can give back to the community. I love being able to support and see if there's a family in need, that we can support them in any way, shape or form.
Everybody at the school are invested in our vision and values, and they are here for a reason, and that is to give those that are less fortunate better opportunities, better life chances. Like I said, that attracts a certain type of person that's invested in doing that, and they're not doing it because it's a job. They're doing it because it comes from the heart, it comes from the soul, it comes from a place of kind of deep-rooted emotion, I guess, where people want to make a difference in people's lives.
The best thing about my job is the ability to be able to lead a team that actually can make a difference.
For me, I can see what a tangible difference I'm making by being in the class, and it's just the most rewarding thing ever when you're teaching something and you can see that thing stick. That's what makes every day so brilliant.
What I find most rewarding is how open-minded you can make people through education, and I like the part that I play in it.
It's fantastic to sort of see the growth from a student that was on the verge of being permanently excluded and could have quite easily fallen into a system to actually seeing the success that they actually have made themselves now. But actually it's the whole team effort, and more importantly, recognising for the student, they've done most of the work. You know, we've just guided them, we've just supported them, we've just sort of invested in them.
The children here are amazing, and it's really great to see them when they, like last year I had to say goodbye to some of them I was working with, but it was so lovely to see the progression that they had made in the time here, and that I was able to be a part of that with them.
Seeing a child achieve and not always academically, but in other ways, seeing a child develop a friendship, seeing a child accomplish something that they've worked really hard at, seeing them just be happy, and when a child is happy, we're happy, and everything comes with it then.
Just love making a difference to the children. All those little moments in between, all those little things, yes, they've done it.
I think the most rewarding thing is when a student says thank you. Like, you know you've made a difference. You see that little smile, you get that little nod, you get that cheeky grin, and like, you know that not that I've done it, they've done it.
The support with Uphill, and specifically actually with the CLF Trust as well, has been phenomenal. I started here as a pupil, and then I came back to do my teacher training, and then obviously became a teacher, was an NQT, and the whole process has been completely supportive. The staff here have been amazing. The opportunities to collaborate with different schools within the Trust, to collaborate with different subject leaderships has been fantastic, and it's really given me the opportunity to feel settled and to feel that I'm making a difference, but also to enable me to grow as a teacher as well and as a professional.
I've felt very fortunate and privileged to be joining a larger organisation that recognises the significant challenges that leaders face, that school staff face, and bodies of support that are built around those challenges to support and work with, invest in people through the heart values. And that's felt by me and by everybody here in terms of the investment in us as individuals to work well as a team and do the very best that we can for the children that are in our care.
It's a real step change. So with CLF, and we were in a quite a small trust before, and now we're in a much, much larger trust. So it's having that extra brain power really to help me deliver, so from my PE point of view, to help deliver PE to its absolute best. And with the various conference days as well, just being in that network of like-minded teachers to chat to, and from university as well, I've got lots of peers who are part of CLF as well, so it's so lovely to have this big, big family to be part of.
I love everything about Summerhill Academy.
The best thing about this school is learning.
All the teachers very nice, very kind, make you feel very welcome.
They've shaped me very different, because if I did not know those values, I probably wouldn't have gone in a different path.
What I've learned is that the path will definitely be very tricky, but it's just an obstacle to see how badly you want to do what you really want to do.
It's become kind of a comfort, like no matter what happens outside of school, it's always going to be here.
Now looking back on it, it's completely changed me as a person, changed my life really, because now I want to look for the long term.
Grew so much more confidence in my math, in my learning, in how my personality is, how to talk to people, how to make new friends. I've just grew a lot more confidence.
Because of the support which my parents and schools gave me, I can see a big future for me, for myself.
Today is my second to last day, so I've got one more day after this, and I feel like I'm excited to leave and I'm ready to leave, but I'm also I kind of want to trail behind, because obviously I just don't want to leave certain teachers.
Passion of the teaching that I got here, so all my teachers were really just passionate about what they were actually saying to us. I suppose that helped.
When you go to lessons as well and you find teachers who are really passionate about their jobs, especially my music teacher.
Our teacher, I think I speak for everyone when we say
Miss Parker's the best.
They don't just guide us academically, they guide us through life in general, telling us what to do in the future and what not to do.
That's such a good quote.
We're working with some incredible young people who have so many talents that equity is the only way to define them, and we need to carry on with that because they are part of our future generation, and regardless of their journeys, we still need to give them that platform to shine.